What's up everyone, it is I, Magician88, and I'm going to be making this recording now. So, alright, so, as we move on to our next game, we're going to start, it's going to be on Belshire at the start, because apparently this week all of our matches for the StarCraft Collegiate Society tournament are starting on Belshire. So it's pretty good. Alright, so let's go into the game as it loads. It is going to be a TVZ. I'm using the new new UI, so let us begin. So on our top left hand corner we have SEAS's Sampson, which is basically the StarCraft Collegiate Society's Sampson. And then we have on our bottom right hand side we have our Zerg player, who is Kenbi. Kenbi, his name's actually Ben Key. Just a bit of a fun knowledge, I guess. Fun fact. That's the word. So so unlike the previous game that I recorded, hopefully these two will be able to come up with some different strategies each game, not make the entire matchup just as stale as before. So yeah, we'll see how it goes then. Yes, I am Ram, by the way, so that's always a lot of fun knowing who we are. Whoops, my bad. Hello? Okie dokie. Well, oh, that's no good. So it looks like we're gonna have a barracks first from our Terran player as he decides not to expand. I think that's actually pretty standard in TVZ. So I won't have heaps of viewers, don't worry. I think I need to actually remind them that I'm not even streaming, I'm actually recording. I'll tell them later. So it looks like we have a bit of a block by our Terran player, so that's actually pretty cool. Oh, he's actually going to block it with an engineering bay as well, so that's actually new. Obviously, just cancelling the engineering bay is enough, as the SCV will then try and run around as our drone is going to try and hack at the engineering bay. But I think the SCV is going to die. Yeah, the SCV does fall, so now this engineering bay has to just stick around for a bit, and they'll probably get cancelled very soon. Looks like we have a bit of a thunderstorm outside, but that's okay. Orbital command is coming out for our Terran player, which I think is actually, well, actually this is very important that you get an orbital. So yeah, first Marine's already come out for our Terran player, so so this Overlord is actually going to die. That will actually make our Zerg player supply blocked, but luckily he's making his other Overlord, so that's good. Yeah, the Overlord has fallen, but the other Overlord has just come out at almost the exact same time, and there he is. All right. This engineering bay is actually really denying the expansion. I think, but these two Zerglings are definitely going to help the drone, which only does 5 damage per shot, which I believe is also the same as a Zergling. Yes, it is, but Zerglings attack about twice as fast as a drone, so better keep that around. That actually means that 12 drones kill 6 Zerglings, I believe, which is kind of why 6-4 doesn't exactly work anyway. If you get the surround by your workers, you can kill all the lings. Bunker's gonna be I'm actually curious as to why he placed the bunker there. I suppose it won't be as easily surrounded, but I think placing the bunker somewhere around here will actually help with defending both the third and the natural. But whatever. Second orbital, and looks like our Terran player is going to go for a factory. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for Hellions, especially since he's getting the reactor on his barracks. Actually, getting 2 more barracks, so it could be a Marine Hellion or Marine Widow Mine. I'm thinking these two would be very powerful versus Zerg, especially if the Widow Mines. If he drops them into the Mineral Line, obviously that would do a lot of economic damage. Layer tank is coming up for our Zerg player as he gets his second gas. Looks like our Zerg player doesn't have enough gas yet for. Yeah. Oops. Oh, looks like our Zerg player has already got himself his speed, his Zergling speed. Small skirmish here, probably just a cool Zergling to be killed. And so now we're just dying down. Oh, looks like it's gonna be tech labs. 2 tech labs in fact. I think they're either for stim and combat shield, or our Terran player wants to get some marauders as well. Looks like, well, we don't know yet. But yes, once again, Widow Mines are coming out from our Terran player, as well as 2 Hellions. If memory serves me correctly, Hellions can't get they can't turn into Hellbats until the armory is thrown down. So sorry. So we'll see how that pans out. These Zerglings already running around. These Zerglings are not going to do very well against these Hellions, especially when they're lined up like that. But he does get that one. He does get that one Hellion. He gets the other one as well with a very good surround. So that's actually that's quite good as well. Marauder's is coming out of this barracks, but I'm not sure what these 2 barracks are doing. They're not actually doing anything. I think this one's making some Marines. Stim and combat shield is being created right now. Oh, looks like we're going to be seeing some Viking action as well. That's pretty cool. This bunker and its supply wall is actually really cool. Oh, but that Widow Mine's already getting a lot of kills. 3 of the apparently 5 Zerglings are already killed by that Widow Mine. Gotta close up that gap, guys. Sometimes even the best walls have a very small gap, which will then sort of destroy the whole purpose of the war. These overlords look like they're very curious as to looking at this extractor, whilst these overlords are sort of monitoring this extractor, so that's pretty cool. Overlords moving around. I didn't actually notice, but overlords actually emit some sort of a gas as they move around, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. The graphics, of course, are pretty cool with the StarCraft 2. But I gotta say, oh, it looks like mutants are coming out as well. As we're waiting for some engagement, I gotta say, extreme graphics versus high graphics, it's not really that different, to be honest. I mean, I don't seem to notice any difference. Same with medium graphics to high graphics. It's not too much of a difference, but anyway, if you're wondering what graphics setting I'm on with this one, it is high. And the mutants try to run in. It's gonna be one mutant is dead. Oh, it looks like he flew right over a Widow Mine. He's gonna get a kill. Well, he's already got a kill already. These Marines are also gonna come in as well. These mutants do not stand a chance against against all of this. He's going to try to pick up one Marine, so that's pretty cool. He should try to pick up this Marine as well, but I guess he won't. Remember, mutants do have the added buff of a regeneration, so that's actually quite cool. He's getting the armory, so I think we'll be seeing some Hellbats very soon instead of Hellions. We saw a Baneling with that speed thrown down. It was it's right here. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some. Well, we should be seeing a lot of Banelings pretty soon, because Banelings are actually really good versus Terran. This poor Overlord's gonna get taken out by this Viking. Ouch. As we see a Marine Widow Mine medevac drop, possibly coming around very soon. But these mutants sort of flying around, trying to find a good angle to take out some of our Terran player's economy. Maybe he might be able to hit the command center that's just flying around, but he's coming in on this angle. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's gonna try and stop the refinery. But oh, ow! Looks like looks like two Mutalisks have been taken out by those Widow Mines, so that's a pretty good victory for our Terror player. Drilling claws being researched right now by our Terror player, so that his Widow Mines can burrow really quickly. I don't think it would be a very good idea. I like how he's hovering his command center over his Widow Mines, and that's if the Mutalisks decide to attack the command center, they will be destroyed by the Widow Mines. Oh no, this angle is not good at all for the Mutalisks, especially with that many Marines. That's what, 18 Marines. So, but they're gonna hut all the way across the map. Should snipe this medevac as soon as he can. It's gonna run away with only 42 health. So, oh, but it looks like we do have a lot of Banelings coming in. If he can get them back around, then yeah, he shouldn't waste his Banelings on the Marauders though. But but he does get rid of. Oh, he does get a Baneling. He does get some good hits from those Banelings, and he did manage to snipe one of the. Well, he did manage to snipe the small the medevac that didn't have that much health. So already a lot of those Marines were taken out. You can see that from that engagement, only 4 Marines came back. He's going to try and attack from the front. He should. Our Terror player has forgotten to put some of his Marines into his bunker, so that bunker is completely useless. And these Banelings have walked right in. He's going to try and go for the SCVs. So many SCVs without any health, and there we go. So that's a lot of SCVs taken out by those Banelings, and already he's actually doing very well versus all of these Marines. But this hero Marine being healed by these medevacs is going to actually stop the attack. So if we look at the workers lost tab, which I've actually hang on, it could be this one. Nope. I'll have to figure it out.
Ready.
I've actually thought of what it was. Okay, so
Armed and ready.
So it looks like our Terror player is going to move in with the counter attack, but our Zerg player is pretty much ready. Although this drop is actually going to be pretty cool, especially with the medevac speed boost. That will be quite cool. But he's already burrowed the Widow Mine, so and they've taken out quite a lot of units already. This one's already on 46. This one's on 5, and this one's on 5. But it's this. We're going to keep an eye on this Widow Mine here. It's going to let's see if it actually holds out. These Marines obviously going to kill all these Zerglings really quickly, as well as these Zerglings. I don't think they can get the right surround. These Mutalisks as well, not going to be doing very well, but the Spines are going to also take out a lot of units as well. It looks like this Widow Mine is already recharged and ready to go. Can it actually kill 2 more? No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't, but I think now our Zerg player has actually noticed that there is in fact a Widow Mine sort of waiting around, ready to shoot once more. So he should get rid of this 46 kill Commander Widow Mine as soon as he can. That's actually pretty cool. So yes, that Widow Mine does get killed out, so did the other 2. I think this is a good read, but I don't think our Zerg player should be engaging from this angle, especially with the Marines and the Planetary Fortress, which has already got 6 kills. Actually, I actually need to remember what the Workers Lost tab thing is. Did not see that one coming at all. That was actually the first kill from this particular Widow Mine, so that's pretty cool. Oh no, but some pretty good micro from our Terror player, but he seems to have given up afterwards. I don't think this Planetary Fortress can survive though. It will be taken out, so our Terror player will be reduced to 3 bases. But these Marines are pretty scary. That's a lot of Marines. That's actually 2 pages of Marines. If we look at the units tab, it's got 50 Marines versus 14 Mutas and 2 Zerglings. So I actually think if our Terror player tries to push out now, unless our Zerg player can make enough Banelings, which I think he might actually have enough of, I think our Terran player might be able to roll through, especially with the tanks. The one tank, which is actually just right here, so that's pretty cool. It looks like this is going to be more of an all-in. He's actually pulling all the SCVs. We seem to have been seeing a lot of this happen recently, especially in the WCS. It's quite a strange thing to do, in my opinion, but it seems to work, so that's okay. Definitely the SCVs will be able to hold out against the Lynx. They'll definitely stop the Lynx from getting a surround, for example. But it looks like he's forgotten, and our third player is actually going to go in. These SCVs don't have that much health. He's going to try, and it's GG from our Terran player. Wonderful stuff from our Zerg player. Quite good baneling hits. I think that's what won him the game. As we return to, I think that's what won him the game. I can't seem to really say that too much about what our Terran player went wrong in. I don't think he actually did anything too hit and miss. When you're going up against Ling, Bane, Buta, I think going for Marines and Siege Tanks might actually be a good idea. You want to use the Siege Tanks, of course, to kill off the Banelings and stuff like that. So that was actually quite an exciting game. I do think though that perhaps a bit more attention should be put by our Terran player to his forces as they are getting attacked by our Zerg player. Hopefully, obviously, if you make an analysis game and then you just see where you went wrong and make sure you don't make the same mistakes, you'll be fine. So as we wait for the second game to begin, we'll just be having a bit of chat amongst ourselves. So yeah. TeamSpeak. Okay, well, looks like we're going to download TeamSpeak right now. So yeah, go and get something to eat. It's going to take a bit of time. Or you can skip through the video because this is actually obviously a recorded video. You can just skip through. One thing that YouTube does have is that they can allow you to sort of like scan through the video, and so you can see more or less what's going on. That was my Facebook, by the way, guys. Alright, so we're back. We're going to start the game now. As you may have already heard, if you were actually paying attention to the whole video, we're going to be playing on Neo Planet S. So it is once again going to be our TVZ. So it looks like this time on our left hand side, our bottom left corner, it is going to be our Terror player Sampson. And it looks like our Zerg player is going to be Kenbi. Looks like Kenbi is going to try and push for game 3. He did end up winning the first game, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, actually I quite like this particular overlay. It's pretty cool. So I think I'll stick to this one. Unfortunately, I still don't know what the units lost tab is. Maybe it's Control L. Nope, that's not it. It's like Control something rather. Yeah. Let's see, Control Q, Control W, nope, Control E, Control R. Oh, yes, it is Control R. I figured it out. Okay, so as we see here, it looks like Zerg APM is broken in load screens. Nah, I'm not entirely sure, man. I know for a fact that at some point my APM was shown to be 802, which was completely nuts. So yeah, now we wait. It looks like this scouting drone has actually been hit a bit by by the SCV as the barracks is thrown up. So yeah. All right. So at the moment, it looks like our Zerg player is going to be going for the hatchery. So that's fast expand versus Terran. Terran has he scouted this yet? I don't think so. Sorry, that's not the Terran. Yeah, here he is. He's going to actually see that. Oh, it looks like we have a flying barracks. Not sure why he just didn't decide to build the barracks there, but whatever. So this Overlord is actually going to be looking for. Oh, okay. I should probably follow his vision. I am now. Alright, so. Okay, so it looks like our Terror player is going for the barracks as well. SCV and a Reaper is actually coming out from our Terror player's barracks, so that's pretty cool. I think I won't actually, I'll just stick to everyone. So already hatchery's up. Terror player has decided not to expand as well. Looks like we're going to be seeing more of an aggressive play from our two players, especially since there's going to be a bunker. Hello. And it looks like all these drones are going to surround the bunker in an attempt to kill the. You should try and kill the SDV. You shouldn't be killing the bunker. But that Reaper does end up getting a kill, and even though Reapers don't do extra damage versus even though Reapers don't do extra damage versus light anymore, they still do quite a bit anyway. They still do 4 damage, which is enough to more or less sort of put the hurt on drones, for example. So they still are. Well, they won't be much of a harass unit. They're definitely not as harassing as they used to be. Used to be 4 damage plus 5 versus light, I think it was, or plus 6, something like that. But as you can see, that drone is like, whatever. This queen is just like, go away. So it looks like our Zerg player is just going to be making more drones, droning up versus Terran. I think this is actually very normal thing to do. But I think our Zerg player should just like probably throw up a spine crawler, so that the Reapers don't get to harass so much. It looks like it's going to be Mass Reaper by our Terran player though, so this is going to be cool. But what's this? It looks like our hang on. Okay, that's really strange. Looks like our Terra player is going to be for. Oh, it looks like our Terra player is actually making 2 expansions. He's going to be double expanding very soon. Obviously, going to be flying this command center to this expansion, and I'm guessing this command center being placed there is going to be flying around up to around here. But I gotta say, this expansion as a third would be pretty difficult to defend, especially with this choke here and this choke here. But I think if his army is here, then he only has to worry about this choke right here. But these Reapers are actually doing quite a lot of damage. If we bring up the units lost tab, which I've actually found out is actually Control R, these Reapers have actually killed a whopping 11 units, 2 of which were workers. So that's quite a good bit of scouting information. A lot of those units therefore must have been Lings. He couldn't have killed the Queen. I highly doubt he would have lost the Queen. So looks like we'll be seeing. Looks like once again we're going to be seeing Banelings versus Terran. I think this is actually a very good idea. Speed is almost done, which is probably why those Reapers were able to do so much damage. As I stretch. Stim pack from our Marines as the I believe the first factory is going to be dropped now. Factory, yeah. This first factory is already being dropped. Double engineering bay, meaning the +1 attack and armor is going to be thrown down immediately. We could be seeing the Zerglings trying to. Oh no! It looks like the Zerglings are going to try and hold the Terran army, or whatever Terran army our Terran player has. Well, it looks like he's going to try and Baneling bust the wall. Oh, these 3 Zerglings do block the command center from landing. And obviously these, we'll see how well this hit's gonna be, but quite a good Marine split by our Terra player. But I think he's left this Marine behind, and this Marine is obviously gonna die now. He's gonna get one-shotted by those Lings because he has so little health. I can't actually see what the hell's going on here. Also that supply depot has fallen. But these SCVs are on hold position. They're acting more like a supply depot as well. But it looks like a couple of the Lings have actually slipped through, and now these SCVs are going to die as well. These five Marines doing all they can. This one's got 6 kills, 9 kills. Actually, let's split up the units lost tab again. 41 units killed already. But it looks like our Zerg player has obviously killed 5 SCVs. Those 5 SCVs, of course, being the 5 that were standing right here, holding position. Layer check is coming up, which I think is a very good idea, because that would definitely mean that our Banelings can get their centrifugal hooks, their speed, which I think would be important when going against Terran players. Because really, like, Banelings are like zealots and roaches. I mean, they're pretty good by themselves, but if they had speed, they'd be so much better. So I like this creep spread by our Zerg player, going 3 creep tubers at a time. You should try and get 3 creep tubers on the other side as well, in much the same way as he is doing right now. But he can't. I don't think he can push up against this base just yet. We'll see if our Terra player has actually already started mining from his, I suppose, natural. It's not really a natural, it's because it's so far away. But oh, it looks like he did lose a lot of links there. By this Widow Mine. It's already up to 10 kills. That's actually pretty cool. This Reaper is actually just sitting here, sort of waiting for our Zerg player to expand. But I don't think our Zerg player actually knows about this base. No, he doesn't. So, but this Overlord is going to spot this natural falling down. I think our Terra player should try and kill off this Overlord as soon as he can. Combat shield coming up for our Terran player, as well as the centrifugal hooks, which is the Zergling speed, the Baneling speed for our Zerg player. Looks like we're going to be sitting on a rather calm more like the calm before the storm, as both players are trying to mass up as much as they can. Tanks coming out from our Terran player as well, which I think is I think this time he's actually added a few more Marauders into this composition, which I think is actually a really good idea. It looks like our Zerg player once again is going to go for Spire, so I think we'll be seeing a Link Bane Muta attack once again. I would like to see probably a bit more of a of a change in the matchup, but no matter. As the Zerg player, oh no, you should have actually come around. Looks like he doesn't. Well, he doesn't know anyway. But it looks like this base is going to be killed by the Marines. Does he cancel? Yes, he does cancel at the very last moment. But he's got the Marines backed into the corner by the Banelings. Not a single Marauder there either. So these Zerglings. Oh, and the Bane. Oh well, looks like these Zerglings are going to be able to hold out against all of these Marines. But some of them do end up dying. Shouldn't waste these Banelings on those Marines when the Lings can actually just kill them as is. +2 weapons coming up for our Terran player. Does he have does he have +2 armor? No, he doesn't. So actually, if we look at the upgrades, what's this? I think he's got Overlord. What? He's got. Is he getting Ghost Tech? Anyway, I'm not entirely sure what some of these things are. He's got Mules as upgrades. He's got Ghosts as upgrades. Not entirely sure what that's about. Our Zerg player has apparently got Overlords as upgrades, so that's pretty cool. But Mutas are coming in. They're going to kill this missile turret very easily. But he doesn't end up losing one Mutalist, so I think he should try and hold out on that. Oh, there's the structures. What did I type for that? Anyway, So it's going to be +2/+2 coming up for our Terran player, as our Zerg player goes for +1/+1. 2 different types of creep tumors are apparently coming out. There must be the creep tumors coming out from the Queen, I'm guessing. Huge scan, more or less, to show that the third is up and running once again. It's about to finish as well. 12 Banelings being made. That's actually quite a lot of Banelings, like I say. But I've seen more. Oh, I think we've all seen more. 12 Marines coming out at a time, so that's actually pretty scary. If our Terran player masses on Marines, I think our Zerg player will end up losing, unless he turns all of his Zerglings into Banelings and then just makes a lot more Zerglings. That would be pretty cool. There's one Zergling here just scouting to make sure there's no hidden expansion. I think he should. Well, there's actually no need to do that right now. The Mutas are going to come in. They're going to try and pick out a tank, but no, that's not going to happen. +1 weapons for the tanks is coming up, I think. I'm not really sure which one this is. Yeah, vehicle weapons, yeah. They're coming up. This creep tumor is obviously going to spot all of these Marines, but these Lings are not going to do enough damage to kill all the Marines, but they will kill all the Marines. This one Ling, of course, getting taken out by the tanks and the Marines. They're going to try and come in from around the back, so our Zerg player is ready. He's going to. Oh, he's actually going to try and sandwich the army as he attacks from one side with the Mutas, but he attacks from the other side using the ground army. I think this is actually a really good play. If he actually pulls this off, it's actually going to work very well. But here come the Lings are already here. He should move the Lings away as he tries to get all the Marines, but he does get quite a few good Baneling hits, but I don't think he can clean them all up just yet. There's too many Marines. Oh no, there's just enough Marines now. Oh, there's just enough Mutas to kill off all the Marines. He should kill the tanks and then try and. Well, he won't be able to kill the medevacs anymore. Oh, but these three Marines, these hero Marines, actually sitting around still killing things. But I think obviously these Zerglings will be able to be enough. Will be enough to take out. Actually, these Zerglings will be enough to take out these Marines. So that's that. 2-2 for our Zerg player is being researched right now, as our Terran player continues to mass more Marines and more tanks. He's actually building. Well, he's about to start building 2 tanks at a time. He's got so much gas. Both these players actually have a lot of gas. I think I find that when you have a lot of gas, it's probably a good idea to make units that cost a lot of gas as opposed to units that cost a lot of minerals. But we're going to see a drop on our Zerg player's fourth base and on our Zerg player's natural, but this one will be stopped very easily by both the spine crawler and the spore crawler. Can he actually get? Yes, he does get the medevac. So already one of the units inside that medevac, which is probably a marine, does get killed. He does manage to get the queen though from the natural, so that's actually quite good. That's quite good. Oh, but he's left his marine again. This seems to be happening a lot for our Zerg player, as he seems to be way too focused on killing this. Well, he's obviously focused on killing this one, but he's still got the marine. He's still killing things. Oh my god, that marine's already on 5 kills as he has the +2 attack, doing a lot of damage. And finally, these lings are gonna come swoop right back, kill that marine. So actually, these marines already on cleanup duty here, trying to get rid of the creatures, but a huge surround. I think he needs to stop preemptively pulling back because he seems to be doing it a little bit too slowly, a little bit too quickly. Thors are coming out for our Terran player now. Thor is here. Yes, I will say that. 3-3 for our 3-3 weapon, 3-3 ground weapons. What are they called? 3-3 infantry weapons, as in weapons for our marines, will be coming out. I'm surprised he's not making a few more marauders. Actually, I think that would be a very good idea to use them and tank the tank the Thors. But if we look at the units tab, our Zerg player is still going for the Ling Bane Muta army as he is trying to roll in and try and kill all the SCVs and the mules as well. He's actually getting. Well, can he get all of them? He will be getting all of them. If we look at the units lost tab, that's 200. Well, no, that's pointless. It's 30 workers killed by our Zerg player. So already, I think he's more or less. Well, he's not actually that ahead. He's actually got a 50 supply deficit. That's actually going to be a bit of a problem unless he can get rid of a lot of these marines and that Thor. So we'll see how it goes. But the marines are at front. If he attacks with the banelings right now, he should be able to get rid of all the marines as they try to surround it. Oh, some huge baneling hits right there, and the tanks do get taken out, and he does get rid of almost all of that supply. And looks like our Terran player did make a bit of a mistake. I think we could be seeing GG very soon, unless but these tanks are actually holding out enough. So we'll see how well they go. Although I think the Mueller's count may be a little bit too high, as even the it looks like some lag has been coming around, but it's part of being in Australia, I guess. Oh, I need to get some water. But but I like those baneling hits. They were very, very good. They definitely solved our Zerg player's supply deficit. It definitely ruined the advantage that our Terran player had with the supply. Although we are seeing a lot of lag in this game, so I think we may have to. Well, I think we'll have to sort that out eventually. But the Lings are going to come in. They're going to try and attack. I think he may not be doing so well, but the baneling hits are actually. They're not doing too much damage. Some of the marines still remain. He is losing a lot of mutalists though. As we put up the units lost tab here. Wow, it looks like our Zerg player is actually still a little bit behind. Especially, but he is quite behind as he is on 3 bases, which is the same amount of bases as our Terran player is. I think our Zerg player needs to expand very soon. He definitely has enough money to do so, but I think he should try and build some more, some different units as well, not just Lings, Banes, and Mutas. Roaches are coming out as well. Eventually, the Roach Warren is being thrown down, but I think he's obviously oversaturated his base and he doesn't realize it. I think bringing some of those drones down to this base would be very good, as well as obviously putting up this base as well. This Widow Mine, well, this Widow Mine's already up to 10 kills again, so obviously I missed that as well. But the Mutas are going to try and destroy this base. You won't be able to get the commands. You won't be able to get the planetary fortress that quickly though. These Marines will come around and they will scare them out. Did he even cancel that hatchery? Yeah, did he cancel that hatchery? I don't think he did. the Baileys are going to come in and to sort of sort that out. I don't think our Terror player, our Zerg player has actually realized that there is in fact a Widow Mind. If he did, obviously he'll be making an Overseer using, say, this Overlord for example. Missile turrets coming down, siege tanks coming down. I think we're going to see. I think the compositions for our players are going to be pretty much as they are right now. I don't think they'll be changing it too often. Just going to try and do this mass repair on this missile tank, which I think will missile turret, which I think will work very well. But these Marines and these Thors are going to clean up a lot of the creep, meaning that the Zerg player will lose a lot of his vision as given to a bias creep. This Queen is going to inject one last time before dying as the Zerg comes under fire. The Banelings not killing the Thor, which I think is a bit of a problem because the Mutas going to have a hard time killing the Thor, especially with all of these Marines. But he still hasn't killed the Thor just yet. That Thor is going to be GG from our Zerg player, as the Terror player, still lagging after all these days, has actually won that game. As we move to the score screen now. So yeah. So I think the one thing that sort of gave the game to our Terran player is that he decided to make Thors as well as Marines and tanks, and obviously that kind of allowed him to tank some of the damage from the Banelings. Obviously that little bit where all the Banelings got rid of all the Marines was a bit of a problem for our Terran player, as that left his Thor sort of wide open, and obviously the Mutas could just magic box that Thor and kill it. But all in all, I think it was a very exciting game, and hopefully the next game, which will be the Ace match, actually, hopefully that one will be very exciting as well. So now we'll just have to wait. That was actually really cool. And now I'm going to install TeamSpeak. Yeah. And now my bad. Okay. Once again, you can go get something to drink. This is a video, so I guess you could also pause it. At the same time, you can also sort of use the YouTube thing and scan it a bit, and yeah. Alright, so we are going to... not entirely sure how I make my own one. Connections, connect...
Connected. User entered your channel. Permissions. User disconnected from your channel.
Oh crap. This is not good.
User entered your channel. User disconnected from your channel. User entered your channel. User entered your channel. User entered your channel. User left your channel. Disconnected.
It's in the FB info. The channel details go to about. Okay. That's helpful. Let's see. Go to about. 25 slot server address. Alright. Connect to server address. Let's see, this one. My nickname is that, and
Connected.
hello. Okay, so where am I? Here we are. Let's see.
Channel
And if
switched.
if the Zerg has
Hey, what's up?
glitches or whatever. Oh, hi. Wow, dude, your mic is really loud.
Oh, really? Okay, maybe I shouldn't talk. I just yelled just then, my bad.
Oh, right, yeah, just talk normally, it should be fine then.
Yeah, okay. So you want
Yeah,
to cast with me, huh?
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean,
Sounds
more
good.
the merrier.
Yeah. And I guess, seeing that you're, what, masters?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably know more about what's going on than I am. I'm just making it up as I go.
I mean, most of the time I'm just like kind of guessing what's gonna happen depending on gas timings and stuff, but I mean, I'm
So I
Terran,
can't,
so
I can't
I
e-
can give,
yeah.
yeah, I can get some insight into Terran. My Zerg isn't that great.
I can't even give insights onto the race I know. Let alone gas timings. I just see 2 gas and I'm thinking, oh, must be mass air. Alright, so we are going to begin once again, so as we move back in, it's going to be Avalon base for the third game. It's going to be once again the TBZ. So in our top left-hand corner we have Kenbi. This time playing red actually. He used to be blue, if memory serves.
Mind games, switching them colors.
I think
Yeah.
it'll probably just be who gets into the game first, because they're
Maybe.
just colours.
Dude, I go for orange every time.
Yeah.
And in our
Not
and in the
tried.
bottom left, it's going to be Sampson, our Terran player. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, I was just telling Patrick that this is a pretty sick mech map, just because of how defensive you can be with the third behind those rocks and stuff. And there's also ledges throughout the map, so if you get some nice tank positioning, you're really cost effective with mech.
yeah,
But the problem is though, if you definitely have to identify what tech the Zerg is going if you are going mech. If you're committing to a lot of tanks and you wait until he has Vipers, you definitely need to have some sort of Viking count to try and ward them away, because if Blinding Clouds hit your tanks, the Zerg is going to get a really cost-effective trade and just overwhelm you.
Even just sick pulls, if there's enough Vipers.
Yeah, exactly.
is there any
But
way
I
for
mean-
Zerg? Is there any way for Zerg to defeat mass mech with Vikings, or is it just
Yeah,
like
for sure. I mean, there's like kind of 2 ways you can, okay, 3 ways you can do it. The traditional Wings of Liberty way is to be really aggressive with Roach Hydra. And with the Hydra speed buff, they're just so much more mobile, and they can really kind of stretch the mech army thin. And
Yeah.
as long as you hit during that like mid-game time where the mech army hasn't built up yet, you can kind of break through and perhaps try and break the Terran economy in the mid-game. But there's also the Swarm Host path, which is kind of a new one that a lot of people are kind of experimenting with, because the Locusts, because they're free and they just move forward in their range, they kind of chip away at your army bit by bit. And if you don't have the sufficient amount of tanks to kill the Locusts instantly, like that free amount of resources that you'd lose every time the Locusts get like 1 kill of a tank or something, really start to build up. And it really allows the Zerg to expand behind his Locusts and
Yeah.
tech up. And then if he has Swarm Host Viper with like either Ultras or Broodlords, you're just like in a really tight spot. You really need to transition to BCs and mass Terran air at that point.
That was a and Hatch at the same supply from Kenbi, by the way.
Interesting.
what's Spawning Pool and Hatch?
Yep.
Yeah.
Both
Interesting.
Started at the same time.
I think this is to hold off the Reaper pressure that's coming.
Potentially,
Yeah.
Yeah, Sampson did go for double Rax Reaper last game, and he did get
Yeah.
some damage done. But
You
I
got
felt
quite a lot
like
of kills with those 4 Reapers as well.
he got a bunch of Link kills, but he only got 2 drone kills, and he kind of sacrificed a lot of them trying to
Yeah,
like
he
kind of
could've
overcommitting
kept
in
Yeah, I
the
think you
natural.
could have. Yeah. If you killed a few more drones, that would have been
yeah.
more cost efficient.
There's an overlord going down.
Yep, this is
Yeah.
really sick by Sampson. He spotted that overlord coming. He kind of knows the scouting pass of the overlords, and he might actually get this if he.
He should be able to get it.
Back for this. Yeah, he's gonna get this, and that's gonna supply block Kenbi. That's gonna really he's not gonna be able to make any lings. This Reaper is gonna just have free reign on the drones until these queens.
There is the queen coming, yeah, but
yeah.
The queen has come along, and now Kenbi's not happy about that.
No,
the
sure,
Reaper has.
Reaper is the Reaper is
Reaper's
definitely.
already. Reaper will be able to
Kenbi's
scout
really
around for a
annoying.
while, actually.
Yeah, as a Terran with a Reaper, you really want to scout how much gas is Reaper mining. If he's mining more than 100, if he hasn't stopped after 100, you really want to kind of check whether or not he is researching speed. Because when the Spawning researching speed, it kind of vibrates, and he's not researching speed right now. In a Sampson slot, he should expect Roach Warren together with that. He's mined more than 100 gas right now. Roach Warren is coming down. This could be some sort of Roach Rush. And this could be really good if Sampson goes for Hellions first. If he goes for Widow Mines, he should be able to hold this off quite nicely with some
Of course, if he goes for
pulls.
Yeah, if he goes for Hellions versus Roaches, it's not going to work at all.
I mean, like Hellions, you can still hold it, but you're going to take more damage if the Roaches are microed correctly. And Sampson getting supply block behind this is kind of painful. The
and he hasn't hit that active. He does have 2 Reapers. He could have sent one through the right, one through the left to actually scout, because there's only one queen out.
I think Sampson is kind of holding back in his micro because he is lagging a bit.
He hasn't seen the Roach Warren yet, though. So.
Wow, look at this. 2 barracks being thrown down quite fast. And as a Terran, if you want to go into macro again, you're either going to throw down double E-base for quick upgrades, or you're going to throw down a 3rd command center.
Yeah.
But these 3 early racks kind of suggest that he's probably looking to go for some sort of 2-base push. And the Roaches are pushing across the map now.
He's got Hellion out now. He's putting up a 2nd bunker, and he's got a couple of Widow Mines on the way, but Widow Mine's not the best against Roaches.
But also a Marauder coming out, and if a Marauder gets into the bunker, these 5 Roaches aren't going to do anything. Like, they're literally going to get like 1 or 2 SCV kills and have to pull back. This bunker should cover most of the natural mineral line. Sampson's smartly pulling out his workers behind that bunker in more position. He gets a good shot well.
That was a good split. The Roaches are taking the second one.
Sacrificing one for the many.
I mean, this is all that these Roaches are going to get done. He has to pull back unless he wants to lose all of them. This Marauder does get moved up in this bunker, together with the Marine and that Reaper and the 2 Widow Mines coming off cooldown. All the Roaches are going to be able to do is try and deny some mining time. But okay, he's going to get that 1. So he's getting some more damage done. And the bunker. Sick Widow Mine hits.
Yeah.
Sick Widow Mine hits. That Widow Mine is right there. But I feel like he should really pull back and drone behind this, which he is doing.
Yeah, sure.
Kenbi has pulled ahead in the drone count again because his injects haven't slipped that hard, and I wouldn't mind seeing him take a 3rd, which he is doing in quite a vulnerable position. Though drops are going to be quite nice at this position, but it just means his 4th is going to be safer when he takes it behind those rocks.
Yeah, and he can also break down those rocks to make it even more safer.
Yeah, exactly. The defense, like what they called, it's called a rock tower, like collapsible rocks, right?
Yeah, collapsible rocks. That's what they are, really.
Yeah, they're a really nice defensive tool.
But obviously he's going to take.
Game.
Obviously he's going to have to take down the other rocks first before he can actually make it even.
Yeah,
a lot better.
But I don't think he's looking to take a 4th just yet. He wants to make. He even has a macro hatch in the main, so it looks like he's going to commit quite hard to the larva-intensive units like the Lings.
Lings and
he hasn't really gone into layer yet, just because he hasn't mined very much gas.
He started layer already.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, so I missed that.
But I wonder why he would start. I wonder why he would put the layer on his natural though. I think wouldn't it be safer to put the layer on his main?
It's just
essentially to
mind
avoid
games.
a scout of it or something.
Because as a Terran, if you can't scout, you want to scan the main.
Yeah. Also, if the Terran's going to be coming in to drop, his army is most likely to be sort of in the middle of the 2 bases, which would mean the 2nd one's going to be the most defended with units around it. So if a drop is going to snipe, the first hatchery, then it's probably safer to have it in the 2nd one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just more of a preference thing. Some Zergs prefer to put it in their main, some Zergs want to put it in their natural. it doesn't make too big of a difference.
The one Reaper looks like might get caught out. Yep, that was a bit of a
Of course.
waste.
But he gets
All
the
he did was
information that
shoot
Sampson
the,
wanted. Sampson knows it's not some sort of weird, like, 2-base all-in coming.
Yeah, that's true.
He saw the drones at the third. Kenbi's sort of saturating it now.
A lot of Widow mines on
made,
the
though.
A lot of Widow mines on the ramp though. Actually, that's quite a lot. It's like 5. So
Yeah, these are
covering
gonna
the
do
whole
really
place.
nicely, unless Kenbi does some really nice splits. Because, like, this is 5 Widow mines
You
on
know
a
what
ramp.
Kenbi
Like,
could do? If Kenbi sends a Ling or something through and sees a lot of Widow mines here, he could come round and potentially destroy the rocks and try and get to access paths. Because that would be circumventing basically all of those Widow mines there.
huh? Yeah, I mean, he could definitely threaten to do that, but Sampson, with if he pays attention, he should see his rocks going down, and he should reposition some of the Widow mines.
Yep.
But we'll see what Kenbi decides to do. He has this quite a
He's getting
big army.
Hellbats.
Yeah, Hellbats are really nice.
Especially against all the especially against all the lings.
Started for Kenbi.
And probably the roaches as well.
I think Kenbi is gonna hold this quite nicely though. With that many units out already, and once he scouts this, he should build a bunch more units. I feel like morphing in some banelings right now wouldn't be a bad idea.
Can he? Yes, he can, I believe.
Especially those Widow mines don't have the quick borrow yet. So some of those might be.
Yeah, but they
I don't know if
do.
he's got them in.
Yeah, they do burrow in a nice position between kind of like the natural and that
Yep.
that pathway, and the
Here
Widow
we go.
mine's gonna get some nice hits off.
One
Oh,
hit, that's all
sick!
the Lings.
16 kills on that one Widow mine.
Yeah, there's already a captain. Already a captain, so that's pretty cool, man.
40 lings though, out on the way. That is gonna be a lot of lings coming.
Yeah.
Out. Oh, this nice.
This Hellbat drop
Hellbat.
right here. It's actually gonna do a lot of damage.
And so much splash damage to the drones that are around as well.
Yeah.
These defending lings are actually kind of like indirectly killing the drones, but Sampson does kind of overextend out of the range.
Oh, but
Nice
that's
hits yet again.
nice hits again. Yeah.
Oh,
Wait.
he's
Kills
standing on
on
top
the
of
other
it.
one.
Also killing some of the roaches as well. Looks like it's gonna be. Looks like we already still got 85 kills for our Terran player. For Sampson, so that's actually pretty cool. 24 kills for Kenbi.
Yeah, and now Sampson is opting to go for the third base behind the rocks, but there's a birdling, their little pesky little ling. It's gonna be annoying. He's gonna have to scan. It's like the most ridiculous mechanic. Like, what kind of the guy driving the orbital command, or like flying it? He's like, guys.
Oh.
There's also a
I think
burrowed
there's a
ling on the other
burrowed
side.
there. Like, what the fuck? But anyway.
As if you wouldn't land your fucking command center and crush it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squish that shit. It's like, no, dude, they're endangered.
Hey guys,
Fuck
guys,
England.
hey guys, even lings have feelings, okay? Just you know.
They've slaughtered like planets full of humans, but we you know, you gotta give the respect.
No, dude,
But
dude.
these Neoliths
Push coming
swinging
from
around
Yeah.
around the third, they're gonna
He
snipe
is
off
at
all
a
these
slight
mules.
deficit.
Actually, yeah, they're gonna get rid of all the mules. That's gonna cut down the income by quite a bit.
Wow, Samson's actually opting to pull back because he doesn't have
Samson,
the rocks down. Rocks
yeah,
not being destroyed is a big deal. Like the
Yeah.
marines that were being
that would have.
reinforcing marines just couldn't stim in there to protect the
Yeah,
the workers here.
I think Sampson needs to kill the rocks as soon as he can. Actually, especially with all the marauders, that will just make it a lot
Trouble is now
easier.
he's gonna go all the way around. those
Samson
rocks.
needs to split his marines.
Yeah.
He's stimming a bunch back into the mid. He should be able to ward away the mutalisks. There's a turret
Yeah.
in the mineral line, pushing it away, and Samson actually trying to move across the bottom of the map, perhaps
He
trying
might
to
be
catch
trying
the
to cut off,
mutalisks.
yeah.
But the mutalisks are actually just gonna camp around here and wait for them to regenerate before they come back in.
Samson actually
I think he
pulling
should
back
wait for
into the
this.
command center.
I think he should wait for this weak one to sort of like regenerate his health before he attacks again. Should snipe
I really
off that.
like Kenbi's position right now. Although +2 armor is nearly finishing. For
Wow,
Samson.
that's a
He has the
lot
money
of
to
ground units
start.
right there as well.
Yeah, the only problem is Kenbi is kind of low on the drone count. He's at 67, so he's going to struggle
Yeah.
to try and go into the later game tech.
There's a
'Cause-
drop at the natural, but that's scattered and pretty
Yeah, it's
much
getting cleaned up
hasn't done
quite
much.
nicely.
Yeah. Although he did lose a lot of links to that, actually.
Yeah, but at this point, Lings are pretty much free. I mean, he has
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
8.2.
Oh, he does have like, yeah.
He's got
And
about
He also has a lot of
really
gas.
struggling, like
No,
really
he hasn't
struggling to
got
get
that
this
much
third
gas.
up. I feel like just taking the third in the north would have been way better, because that means you only have to defend one attack position as long as you keep an eye on the rocks.
Yeah.
But
If you put some
yeah.
siege tanks on the high ground as well, that will help it as well. Yeah.
Samson actually, I liked his Marine tank play last game. I don't know why he's going into Widow Mine bio this game. It's quite a macro intensive.
Oh, the music.
Oh no, wait,
Oh,
no. Oh.
Dude narrowly escaped that
And he's gonna
painful
send the
death.
links through.
Ooh, both Widow Mines actually
Beautiful.
activate. That is,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Some
now
of the
the
bio
Marines gonna
position
get
here.
caught out.
Well, here we go. Here you get the surround. If you can surround, you can hold them. And the Marines. Oh. Ooh, that's a lot of hits.
But that is just way too many. The rocks are still not down.
Yeah.
Sampson, like half his forces are actually, you know, at the bottom of his natural ramp.
Yeah.
If he engaged with all of his bio at once, I feel like he could have done a
And
lot
he's
more.
not
to this
bringing
army.
in the medivacs. He's actually trying.
He's actually gonna try and crush them all.
Oh, nice, nice. He got cuts off the reinforcements as well as the main army trying to escape from this position.
A lot of actually, like if the rocks drop down on your units or your buildings, your units actually lose health. So that's actually quite an interesting play that Sampson's actually decided to bring in as well. It's quite a cool mechanic too.
A bunch more banelings out. There are a few Widow Mines here in the back of the mineral line. If they can get some shots off. Oh, nice shot on kills like 4 banelings are really cost effective on these Widow Mines. That's 12 kills. The other one has 9. And these rocks really buying Sampson enough time to build up a big army to try. Oh! Did you see that?
Ow!
Oh, 19
That's a
kills
lot
on
of.
Widow Mine. Oh,
standing
wow.
on top of them.
Okay, I missed that other
really
one.
Nice. These Widow Mines are just keeping Sampson in this game, and now Sampson building a 4th command center at the 4th base position, but that Widow Mine, I mean that Zergling is blocking it.
Oh wow!
Annoying.
Sampson's actually killed 215 units altogether. It must be part of. Well, I think a huge chunk of those kills were part of those from those Widow Mines. So.
Yeah, and looking at the units lost tab, Sampson is getting quite cost efficient trades, which is really what you want to do with Widow Mines bio. Yeah,
there's still a borrowed Zergling here, sort of allowing Kenbi to see that the 3rd or 4th really is just coming up now.
Yeah, this drop does get denied quite heavily. A bunch of mutas, 24 mutas are finished right now, and unless Sampson, like, there's like this inevitable battle is gonna happen. Like either 2 ways for Sampson to win it. Either to get sick Widow Mine shots off on the Mutalisks or the Banelings. If you kill the Banelings with the Widow Mines, you can just kind of hold your ground and just stim and kill the Lings. And
with the Marines, Yeah,
or
really,
if you get 6 shots on the Mutalisks, if you split well enough, you should be able to take out the Ling Baneling force that is going to back up. These Widow Mines just getting so cost effective. Every single is doing so much damage.
Like,
I think the muta shouldn't be engaging from that angle though. It's not a very good idea.
Yeah. And the drilling claws upgrade about to finish as well. That does let the Widow Mines burrow in 1 second instead of 3. And Kenbi now finally having an overseer with his army. This is going to help him a lot. These Widow Mines aren't going to be nearly as cost effective. Behind this, Kenbi hasn't teched at all though. No infestation pit, no hive. He is stuck at 1-1 right now. No 2-2 for melee and carapace, but +2 attack for flyers is on the way.
Yeah.
Sampson finishes 2-3. He should start his +3 attacks just because his gassing come in gonna spike, I think.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh! That Widow Mine did get quite a bit here hits.
A lot of the Marines as well as the medivacs take a
Yeah.
lot of damage from those Widow Mines.
He's gotta make sure not to lose both of those.
The Baneling's actually killing a lot of
As
things.
his army like moved forward there, and there's some more Widow Mines, but I feel like with this many Banelings.
I think Sampson should be shooting down the Overseer. That would really help his Widow Mines out, I think. But if he didn't shoot down that Overseer, I
This could be it for Sampson. Yeah.
I think it's GG for Sampson. Yeah.
His units were kind of all over the place as well. He still had a few at that planetary at the 4th, which he could have included in the battle. Which,
like, both players made a lot of mistakes that game, and.
But in the end, Kenbi came out on top, so that was okay.
Yeah, the thing was, if Sampson could have held that, he would have been in a really nice position because his tech wasn't really good, and Kenbi was stuck on like Mutalisk Ling Bane, like he didn't have any tech behind that. So if Sampson perhaps maybe uses minerals to build bunkers in that defensive position, as well as maybe supply depots to block some Banelings, just get a Sim City started there, he could have held, I believe. Yeah, like I mean that game could have gone either way. They were both in good positions, and Kenbi decided to go for that kind of all-in with low tier units, and it worked out for him. So GG from both guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that game is done now. Do we have any other people playing today, or?
There'll be a lot of people playing later on.
Yeah, later on at night. I should be free to stream a lot tonight though, so that
should be
good.
Should be cool. All right. Well, I'll try and turn this into a video then.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Disconnected.
Alright, so that is the end of Kenbi versus Sampson. Obviously Kenbi won that game, so he will move on next week with an extra point to his name. As you've heard, the more pro people discuss it, it was basically a couple of mistakes from both players. Obviously, well, I think Kenbi did manage to get a few good banging hits off with against those Marines, and that sort of helped him out a lot. Definitely, the Widow Mines were very cost effective in this game. They killed so many units as well, and I think this game was actually quite exciting as well. So that's it. So it looks like some people will be playing tonight, so I'll try and record it again. I'll be uploading this later on tonight or tomorrow morning, depending on what's going on. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.